Exposing my true identity was an attack to the station. I don't take attacks lightly, Miss Franklin. And Yvette is your daughter. Excuse me? Your friendship with Owen only puts Yvette at risk. Why can't you see that? I won't be able to live with myself if his toxic qualities runs this company to the ground. I know this call is a bit of a surprise, but I have a proposition for you that I think you might want to hear. What did you call me over here for, Udell? I clearly couldn't come meet you without Heidi getting curious. Owen, I'd like to know why you didn't respect my wishes. What's going on, Jeremiah? It's Devontae. He called me. Called you? What for? He's offering not to press any charges against JJ. Alan, we need to talk. And if I don't feel like it, tough luck. This is important. I got word from Terry and it's confirmed that Devontae named Pacho as his successor in running Theodosius's palace. Slow down, Quinlan. Just calm down. What's wrong? It's Adaku. She's asking me to track down the person who exposed her true identity. Sounds like you and Wanda spoke about your desire for me to stay away during the trial. Please don't avoid my question. I needed to ask Wanda herself if she wanted me to stay away since I'm her friend. I've been told this a million times. There's no need to remind me. Udell, are you jealous of my friendship with Wanda? How dare that man try to hold our son's future in his hands? What does he want in return? Devontae doesn't want us to press charges against him for trespassing. He also doesn't want me in the courtroom at all during his trial. What did you tell him? I didn't get a chance to speak. He gave me a time limit, but for this family's sake, I might just grant his wish. No, Jeremiah, we can't let Devontae get the upper hand. So what, Dad? This just means that we need to buy Theodosius's palace from Pacho. Problem solved. Besides, Pacho has his own online retail business to focus on. Alan, listen to me. If Devontae goes to prison and Pacho takes over, the guests will pour in again. Then we just need to attack Pacho. No, Alan. We need to give up the plan to take over right now. What did you tell Adaku? I tried telling Adaku that I wouldn't be able to find the person who exposed her, but it was like she wouldn't take no for an answer. Of course she could. No, Pacho, she couldn't. Rejecting her request would have been too much of a risk. Remind me of how long you've known my wife? When Yvette pressed charges against Max Russo. Exactly. You've known Wanda for less than a year. As for me, I grew up with her. So no, Owen, I'm not jealous of your friendship. You certainly seem threatened by something, or else you wouldn't be confronting me like this. What are you so afraid of, Udell? After everything that's happened recently, Shelly, I'm surprised that she don't want me to accept Devontae's offer. Lately, I've been thinking and praying. I've realized that I was too hard on you for the struggles we faced this past month. I was angry at you when all of my anger should have been directed towards Devontae. Jeremiah, I'm so sorry. I must admit that I could have handled things much better. If that's the case, then you have the chance to make a better decision. With Devontae in prison for taking Elvira's life, then our family will be free of him for good. And I'll have your back 100%. Dad, why are you so willing to give up on everything? Because I'd like to focus on our own company, but I need to make up for the inheritance that I lost. On top of that, we need to make Devante pay for what he did to Elvira. The legal system will take care of him. What about my inheritance? We'll figure something out. Figure something out? Dad, going after Theodosius' palace can double the inheritance that I lost. Scratch that, it could triple it. Alan, I don't want you conspiring behind my back. Or else what? You're gonna slap me again? Is everything okay in here? How would it have been a risk to reject Adaku's request? She has no idea that she knew about her true identity. Are you sure about that? Because I'm not too sure anymore, Pacho. I am sure because you wouldn't be breathing right now, Quinlan. Maybe because Adaku's not 100% sure. What makes you think that she's not questioning everyone in her life right now? My hope was that she would get suspicious after her identity was revealed, but my hope was that she would be suspicious of Devante. Instead, our plan backfired. If you're this concerned, then I'm sure that you can throw her off. Except I'm not too sure if she can be so easily tricked. I'm not afraid of anything. Are you sure of that? When you couldn't find it in your heart to forgive your own wife, when you discovered that she knew all along that Devante seduced Elvira over 20 years ago, Wanda turned to me for comfort. That's the time which made the two of us such great friends. Get out of my office right now. Glad you called back so soon. What's your answer, Jeremiah? I'm not gonna let you keep me silent. Devante, you are a wicked man, and you deserve to be punished. And I'll do whatever I can to see that happen. You don't know what you're doing. Oh, yes, I do. None of your business. This is a family matter? Something that you're clearly not a part of, Isabel. I am so sorry. I'm not bothered by that, Isidore. There's something I think you should know. I know that you offered to buy out Theodosius' palace, but you don't need to worry about that anymore. Why not? Because Devante decided to hand it over to Pacho someday. Since the trial is coming up soon, my hope is that Devante goes to prison, and if Pacho is the new owner of Theodosius' palace, then I'll be moving back home in no time. I would like to thank you for offering Yulissa and I a place to stay. No problem. I just hope that you don't become a stranger, especially when I'd like to fix what's been broken between us. Isidore, I'll be divorcing Devante after the trial. It's too soon to jump into another relationship. Then I'll just wait for you when you're ready. Just chill out, Quinlan. If Adaku even thinks about going after you, then she'd have to consider that the police would be suspicious of her if something happens to you. What if she doesn't care? What if she wants to bring others down along with her? Then how do you see yourself getting out of this situation? I'm gonna hate to ask this, but Pacho, I think you might need to tell your father what you know about his connection with Adaku. If you do that, then you can convince him to make a deal with the police, and he can give them everything he knows about Adaku and her organization.